Let's go! The first day of semester 2 is in the books, and it all started at 5:30 a.m. this morning when I got up to get ready for PT at 6 a.m. in the Hack, which is our fitness center. And when I got there, I learned that we'll be doing the APFT, which was introduced before the ACFT for the Army Fitness Test. So the APFT is much simpler, and that's only 3 events instead of 6. And it consists of 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and a 1-mile run instead of a 2-mile run, which the ACFT does. So it was overall much easier. I got 73 push-ups, I think 76 sit-ups, and then at a 6:44 mile time, which we were running on icy surfaces for part of it, and a small blizzard, so definitely not ideal conditions. We were all extremely cold, and our hands were about to freeze. So that was an experience this morning. But after that, luckily I was able to get back in my dorm, warm up a bit, eat breakfast before my first class at 9:30 a.m., which is my core class. It's a U.S. history class for current events. So that is my first core besides theology that I'm taking at Carroll. Because it's a liberal arts college, there are certain prerequisites and requirements to graduate. So that's one of those. And seems like the professor will be pretty fun. It's more of an English-based class, and so there'll be 6 essays over the course of the semester that we'll be writing about current and within probably 30 or 40 years for historical events. So that's that class at 9:30 a.m. Then I ended up waiting, working on some stuff until 11 a.m. when I got to eat lunch. And then after that, I got to go to a new classroom for military science leadership. And it's this classroom right here. Pretty large area, but it echoes terribly. So it's pretty funny how the military professor, he hates it. But it looks like we'll be having him put up with that class for this semester. And before I continue, I guess in my video about what college is like, I said that there'd be a surprise waiting after the break. So without further ado, drum roll. This camera, as you see right here, it is the Sony ZV-1 specifically meant for YouTubers, so I'm really hoping that the audio quality and video quality is much more stunning than my iPhone 8, or now iPhone SE. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And the autofocus, I think you can kind of tell it's a little more blurred out in the background to focus, so there'll be some cool things to see, and now I can actually see myself, so I'm not talking out of frame or whatever. But yeah, so other than that, my first day, 2 classes, my core history class and then military science leadership. And then tomorrow will be my busiest day with, I believe, 4 classes and a military science lab. So other than that, good news, I don't have a roommate, so I'm able to put all my stuff back on this side of the room, which frees up a ton of space with all my Army gear. So that's really relieving. And other than that, I'm just working on some of that core history class homework that's due Thursday. And other than that, we'll hope that it's off to a good semester, and ad meliora toward better things.